15, Act 1. Yeah, load day. I haven't played this for like a week, but I'm looking forward to continuing it. Seems the revolution is losing its breath. Situation is slipping out of the convention's control. They seem to think that we will clean up the mess once they have finished. Of course they do. Dear judges of the Revolutionary Tribunal, every day the enemies of the Republic become greater in number. We are making an effort to weaken traitors, but if we are to succeed, the Tribunal must be fast and more decisive. No more shall we sentence people to prison. Enough with prolonged trials. Wherever you approach a straightforward and obvious case, investigators will shorten the file according to the law 22 Perial. You judges will be able to sentence the accused immediately after identifying them. No trial will be necessary. Oh dear. That's gonna get messy. What are we going to do? Decapitate people in droves? Traitors and enemies of the Republic. But of course, revolution's a dark time. We have several minor cases, so yeah, now it's going to make me speed up the decapitations. The Roland thugs executed the assassination attempt. Patch paid for it. I still do not know who planned it though. I mean, my reputation is through the roof. People love me. Revolutionaries, common folk, aristocrats not so much. I need to keep them on side a little bit. I can't have them hate me. Just because eventually we all know the revolution will end in Napoleon's rise, so I probably should have them at least a little on my side when that happens. Yes, we got no notes from children or anything. Cool. Oh, sorry. Alright. I mean, jail's no longer an option, but I had already jailed people. Danton. Who's Danton? He knows the law. Okay. Marat. That's me, right? I'm Fidel. Pash. Isn't that the guy that we're currently judging? Oh, Hector Perlot. He's not in here. Okay. So what? You just want me to make a verdict without even meeting this guy? So, the Millie died a hearty. His victim's wife thanks her husband for poisoning the cook. Parrot had prohibited rendezvous between Chevrolet and his fiancée. So what am I supposed to do here? I think... No, I can't sign it. So what are we... not fully understanding what I'm meant to be doing here. Good relations with the younger son. I mean, yeah, that's great. But, what exactly are we doing today? You're gonna give me a trial? Is somebody gonna come sit here? Dude? I'm confused. Oh, I see. Am I dragging these out? He said we got some minor cases. Alright, hang on. So, if I just grab this one. Oh my god, I literally just dragged them across to acquitted. Oh my... This is gonna get messy. So we've learnt from an informant that the son-in-law of General Everon Grandjean has been appointed to lead the Department of Supply and Echelon Military. Before he met the General's daughter, Bondet used to help his parents at their tavern in the city centre. And what? What are they accused of? I don't... Ah. I learnt from an informant. I mean, there's nothing there that I see as a crime, so off you go. Girl Lucy, 70-year-old girl Lucy cheated on his wife with a prostitute. Furthermore, to make sure he'd managed to fulfill his desire, he spent 25 francs on a potion made from cat blood. Told investigators that... Sorry, I've just woken up. Told investigators that the frosty hag told me she'd cast some spells, and it worked. Ask the whore. He's a common foe. Honestly, kill him. I gotta kill some or they're gonna get mad at me. Hector Perriot. The owner of a mill has died, hearty supporter. So he forbid his... Hang on. Owner of a mill has died after a hearty supper. The victim's wife thinks that her husband was poisoned by their cook, Sebastian Chevot. A few days prior to his death, Perrot had prohibited rendezvous between Chevot and his fiancée. I think that makes sense to me. Nathan Poplin. Nathan Poplin, who managed prostitutes at the Place das Fedries, brutally beat up a client, one of his employees. After he was detained, he testified that the victim did things he'd not paid for. Sounds to me like a get rid of him. This one's a revolutionary. Earned a living stealing from doctors. He would make appointments with various Parisian doctors, go to the waiting room, steal an insignificant object from each, and leave. He sold the loot for nothing, for next to nothing at the street market. Stealing from doctors is a crime. We don't know who this person is, no information on who they're with. Matthew Custco, a carpenter, visited the lawyer Basil Lizard in order to take measurements for 3-door wardrobe. I need to stop yawning, for God's sake. He took the opportunity to examine the content of the dresser, whereupon he accidentally got stuck to a bottle of Cogent. He got stuck to a bottle. I mean, I'll acquit him, because that doesn't sound like a crime. It just sounds like he's an idiot. I guess we sign. That's a very weird day. No actual trials. But let's stamp it all the same. Thank you. Even the least powerful deserve justice. I guess. Is that it? We've signed it? Yes, I know. Ah, yes, next. That is it. We can leave the courtroom now. That was an odd day. No trial, no jury. What do you have on Patch? Like many others, he was profiteering from Roland's warehouse. When you cut them off, it was decided that Patch would arrange your assassination, I see. The mayor has strong allies, Danton being one of them, so we cannot simply attack him, we need to target his family. Pardon? Heard rumours that his daughter is in a relationship that many would consider unacceptable. She is involved with another woman, and moreover, said lady consorts with muscadins, whatever that is. If you use that knowledge, Patch will begin to make mistakes. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Make mistakes. Terrified the scandal could be brought to light, his allies will notice and lose faith in him. Will that be enough? Only if you gain his trust first. He must be convinced that you know nothing about his involvement in the attempted assassination. I have a plan, but we first need to do something about the whorehouse taken over by Rollins. Patch loves gambling. I see, so we're going to get him to gamble and get him in debt or something? So, could really use... Supporting construction makes everyone unhappy. Evening with the grandfather. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take our oldest son to the stage. Oh, Grandpa not happy. The wife's very happy. Young son is extraordinarily happy. That's good. Next time we'll focus on the older son and the grandpa. Probably the grandpa, actually, since he's the worst. So we're learning this guy's information. Monica scheme. We're getting closer. We will soon learn the identity of R. We just need a few more corpses. Okay. In 3 days, officials will come to assess the progress on the monument. Try your best to impress. I mean, what can we do? It's 5%. I suppose they're telling me that I should spend a night working on it, but I don't really know what else I can do with it. Yeah, you should probably lower the further of that area so it's less likely it rebels. Faction the people, the revolutionaries. He's inciting the crowd, so I should send my bruiser after him. Oh, there's no riots. Okay. We'll have to send the assassin after him then. Let's go see... You go scout that out for me. He's wounded, so he needs a day. Yeah, lower the crowds further a little bit more. I think that's all we can really do. Intrigue. Jean-Nicolas Pache. The assassins who tried to take my life must have been paid by someone, and everything points to the mayor of Paris. He's too cautious to let you attack him. You must catch him off guard. Okay, let's choose an action. Patch likes to gamble and flaunt his money. We should expand the brothel's activities to include games of cards and dice. I know how much he likes the latter. Commander Harriet will be responsible for security. Patch must feel safe with us. If we lure Patch, you must do so with class. The brothel taken from Roland would be a perfect trap, but we still have to make it even more luxurious by adding gambling to the range of attractions. David will surely add a certain extravagance that will tempt even an idler like Patch. Yeah, okay. Let's let David do it. Action will be performed the next day. Alright, so... Next day. That's all we can do for now. Day 16. Ah, here we go. A proper trial. I have been told that you wish to have urgent meeting and talk about the suspects of your attempted assassination. I am more than happy to discuss it. Long live the Republic. John... yeah, so the guy that we suspect of sending them wants to talk to me about them. How interesting. News. Deal of a lifetime. Man by the name of Bass paid your wife a visit. It turns out they used to be emotionally involved. Roy borrowed money from 2 Parisian banks and opened a waiver shop. As you may guess, the business did not work. He tried to postpone the payment of the loans, and the bank agreed, and others did not. Roy hopes that you will use your position to help him. He is putting pressure on your wife, claiming that she owes him. Honestly, I'm just going to ignore it. I don't even think it's worth looking into. I don't care. It's my wife's ex. Why do I give a shit? So everyone but my family wants this death penalty for this lady. First off, are there any notes that we need to take into account? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Good relations with wife and son. No updates on the hierarchy. Options. Okay. So. compiled by Charles Etienne. So, murder and witchcraft. Okay, I see why everyone wants you dead. In the last 2 weeks, 3 female tenants of the same tenement, Blandine Courtier and Albion Mace and Eugene Mattis, died. Their tragic demise has been preceded by the same dreadful symptoms: vomiting blood, convulsion, migraines, and severe muscle pain. The neighbours complain that they have suffered several sleepless nights because of their screaming. Damn, that sounds painful. Victims' husbands have, after the fact, found out that their wives were clients of a certain Marie Laurel Thurbat, who lives across the street. At home, they found the same powder case, lip rouge jars, and other suspicious cosmetic products purchased from Thebolt. Produced all of them to the National Guard. John Mace brought all of them to the National Guard, along with a denunciation of his widow Thebolt, whom he accused of witchcraft. Okay. In the neighbourhood, she is known as a resourceful elderly woman at age 74. She still makes a living by selling blacking rouge and other mixtures supposed to enhance female beauty. Although she rarely left her house, her clients recommended her products to their friends who then visited. The elderly woman did not resist when 3 soldiers arrested her. And she is visually impaired. Okay. She did not realise that she was talking to the National Guard, and it was only when men walked her from her apartment that she stopped to ask them about the products. She thought they wanted to buy. Of course. The soldiers informed the investigating officers about the suspicious jars filled with blood and bones they saw on the shelves. Okay, that's a little disturbing. Case file, denunciation. Citizen who is obedient to the revolution. Widow living in the neighbourhood practices harmful witchcraft. He's just denouncing her. It doesn't matter. Just devilish wrongdoing by John Mace. People are pretty happy right now, so they're not going to storm the room right now. Okay. Well, I'm not one to believe in witchcraft. However, these deaths do strike me as unnatural. Are you Marie Lauren Thebolt? Yes, dear. Do you live alone? My husband never returned from the War of 1762. The former king sent him to Portugal, where were you somehow involved in the deaths of Blandy, Abelon, and Eugene? I would never hurt such good women. And yet all your clients, and they are dead. She poisoned them like she poisoned us all. Man, these people are so quick to want guilt. Alright, so I mean, really? I wanted to know how she does this stuff. I don't want to screw this up. Cosmetics. Really? Really? I used all of it. So I don't get to ask any questions. Long painful death with a trap. God damn it. I screwed this one up real bad. So I've used my 2 chances. This is my last one. If I screw up, it's done. Popular products. I actually screwed up. I failed to ask a single question. But you know what? Everyone wants her dead, except my family. I'm sorry, family, but I'm out of questions. I'm not spending influence on it. I find the defendant guilty. Sorry, jury, but I can't ask any more questions. I'm just going to have to find her guilty. That's what most people want. Easiest way to keep my head on my shoulders. Did the defendant confess to the crime? No. Was the act counter-revolutionary nature? I don't think so. How did the defendant behave during the arrest? She was calm. According to the witness, what was the cause of his wife's death? According to the witness, it was witchcraft. For causing the terrible, painful death of 3 innocent women, I hereby sentence Marie Lebot to the guillotine. Thank you for your just verdict. will come to see your head rolling down the pavement. They should cover her in her own potions and let her die in pain. A verdict already? What about the child? Well, actually, I nearly got all that right, considering she didn't answer a single question. That's not bad. So she didn't recognize the uniform, must have been the right one. Okay. Yeah, the jury would have been nice if they were on my side. Also, my headset's dying. I gotta plug it in. Okay. You know what? Let's do a speech to the common folk. So crime, they're fairly attached to that, so I feel like manipulation? I don't want to reveal that. So defendant. Humility, because she was an old lady. Aggression. Okay, so not humility. Alright, let's try it. So, manipulation. Anyone stepping outside the boundaries of the revolution of law must be to blame, and only themselves. This was the wrong one. Try... manipulation? Offenders want to go back to the old ways. They defend them. Oh man, they love it. And then aggression. This is a perfect speech. These criminals think we are tolerant, but that we are weak. That is not enough. Oh man, ultimate satisfaction of the people. Another 4 reputation. The crowds love me. What are you talking? Where are you taking me, boys? She's so old. She doesn't even know what she's doing. I actually feel bad about that one. I wanted to ask her questions. This dude looks way too cheery. It's like the biggest smile of the world. Ah, so this is the mayor.
It is good to finally meet you in person.
Oh, this one's spoken. Cool.
I am truly sorry that you had to face such terror.
It's okay, I survived just fine.
I only knew the bastard behind that despicable crime.
I have a feeling I know who it is. You know what? I'll use influence for these, because I'd like to know this. I'd like to get this just right. Assassination / searching for the perpetrators. Let's do humility, because we think it was him, so let's just be sort of calm about the search. We don't want to let him know that we're hardcore after him. Only Patch can help. I feel like that's a manipulation. Make him feel good. Carefree. Moral principles must win. He's pretty carefree about that, so just carelessness, I guess. Oversensitive. So the brothel that we are handing over. Manipulation. Looking for a friend / alliance. Bullheaded. I almost got them all perfect, except this one. So he's withdrawn, so humility wasn't the right one. Okay, we'll see. See how we go. I'm gonna try manipulation
These
again.
people prefer to act under the cover of darkness, which you and I also use often to satisfy our mundane needs. The night should remain in the possession of the right people.
I doubt the people you are looking for are here in Paris.
Went up a little.
They have either escaped or been killed by those who sent them. You'll be chasing ghosts.
Probably. It's probably completely true.
Everyone I asked told me that Jean-Nicolas Pache was not a man who would turn a blind eye to such vile acts. Are the people of Paris wrong?
I see passion in your eyes. I cannot help but wonder what the two of us could achieve together.
These people are dead. It has already been decided. Nevertheless, instead of killing some random suspects, I would rather get the right people on the first attempt.
Yeah, he loved that.
Madame Roland's facility needs reliable managers.
Madame Roland.
Otherwise, it might be used for wicked purposes, or even turned against us. And if I could share the profits with you,
Oh, he loves that.
this alliance is something that we both need. Nobody rejects the judge of the tribunal's outstretched hand. I will not accept your refusal.
I will accept your hand, because this alliance will make a better life for us and all Parisians.
That was ultimate manipulation right there. Oh, the revolutionaries +6. Hell yes. I still suspect him of assassinating me, and if he did, I'm gonna kill him. Hello, family. Oh, he really does not like me right now. Yeah, it's because I killed that person. All their stuff went down. Need to spend time with him. Evening with grandfather. I'm sorry, older son, but he's gonna literally betray me if I don't spend some time with him. Is that it? It didn't go up at all? I spent an evening with him. What more does he want? Oh, so they make my construction a little bit faster. That part of the city is just burning. They're all blocked. God damn it. Alright, further's gone there. Let's go. Since I can't do much, let's just go over here and scout. Those guys are stuck. Not much else I can do. Blocked me at every turn. Following Marie-Sylvie Patch. Before we act, David must confront the nature of the relationship between the mayor's daughter with Bertrude's Karen. Oh, that's right, the lesbian daughter. If they are having an affair, Patch will be furious, and you will help him to make one mistake we need so much. Choose how to resolve this. I think it should be a bit of a cloak and dagger thing. David, present, should not raise any suspicions. Send your guards to take care of it. We do not have to hide. He knows every dark alley of the city. Yeah, I think that would be a good choice. 70% chance of success. That seems alright to me. Your action will be performed the next day. Okay. Alright. Not much else we can do, so he'll discover that. So we're getting some building. Hey people. Good to see that some of you made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this content, there should be much more like it on my channel. Feel free to subscribe to see some more. Check out some of my links in the description. I stream on Twitch 3-4 days a week. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll put some links for some other videos on the screen that you can enjoy now. See you all in the next one, I hope.